Once upon a time, the Devas, or the Indian demigods, were enjoying a friendly chat in heaven. They started to talk about Shiva and Parvati's children named Ganesh and Karthik. Soon, an argument broke out amongst them about who was the smarter of the two children. Unable to decide, the Devas approached Brahma, who is the wisest and oldest of Indian gods. Brahma thought hard and told them that the only person who could help them was his son Narad. They knew Narad was a mischievous prankster and would get the job done. He agreed to do the task, and before he left, he playfully picked a nice-looking mango. He then went to Kailash, where Shiva and Parvati lived with their children. He was greeted by Shiva and Parvati, who offered to let him stay for the night. Shiva was suspicious, and when Narad offered him just one mango as a present, he grew even more suspicious. Narad cheered him up by explaining the special qualities of the mango, saying that it was the fruit of universal wisdom. Shiva accepted the mango and was about to share it with Parvati, when Narad interjected him, saying that it was a magical fruit and could only be consumed by one person, and not shared. He then suggested that they share the fruit with their children. Shiva and Parvati felt this to be a wise suggestion and called for Ganesha and Karthik. The two kids came running in and were excited when they saw Uncle Narad with the fruit. Much to Shiva's annoyance, they began to argue about who would get the fruit. Narad then suggested that they have a competition between themselves to decide who deserved the fruit. The competition was that the kid who circled the world fastest would win the mango. Karthik was excited as he rode a peacock unlike Ganesh, who rode a mouse. He was certain that he'd win and leapt on his peacock and flew. Ganesh, on the other hand, took a moment to think, and then walked up to his parents, who looked at him with confusion and worry. They asked him if he'd lost his nerve, to which he replied to his parents that his parents were his world to him, and that circling them would be enough to win the race. He then proceeded to circle both Shiv and Parvati. Shiv, Parvati and Narad had all received their answers, and by the time Karthik returned, there was no mango left. Take care. Goodbye.